Welcome to the lesson of Adobe Photoshop. In this lesson, we are going to learn about how we can make an animated nature t-shirt design by using the tools of Adobe Photoshop. Well, sometimes you can make it complex, you can also make it beginner friendly, but also keep it professional at the same time. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you'll be able to do it. Well, this is a lot similar to the one or the first lesson we showed you, but I'm going to be making or doing a lot of other steps too. So if you want to make it, then just follow these steps and you will be good to go. First off, I'm going to do is open up a new file. Click on a new file. I'm going to use the 6 into 9 with 6, height 9, resolution 300. You can also keep it 500. That's totally up to you. Pixel per inch, RGB color, 8-bit, and background to be white. But if you want it to be different, you can also select the other colors. That's totally up to you how you're going to work with it. Okay, I'm going to click on it and press on create. You will see an interface or a page like this will appear up. I'm going to select or press on Alt and then zoom in so that I can get the full view. And I'm going to do is keep this a bit about here. I'm going to do is keep it like this. Now, as I have the full view, now I will start off my edit. But first off, I'm going to start off by layers and layers. Okay, first I'm going to do is open up a photo which I'm going to use in this file or in this lesson. So I'm going to click on File, click on Open. I'm going to go over to downloads or wherever I have my photos or the contents which I'm going to use. So I'm going to go down and find where the file is or find where the photo is and then use it according to my desire. So I'm going to do is go a bit above. I will find hand drawn mountain. What you have to do is if you have a file like that, then you have to zip it first, unzip it first. So I'm going to do is click on this photo which I have over here, which is also the same one which I tried to open up. I'm going to do is first off, I'm going to do is obviously add in a shape so that I can apply that shape or apply the photo in the shape. So I'm going to click on layers. I'm going to do is add in another layer. Let's say this is going to be the shape. What I'm going to do is click on the tool which I'm going to need. Let's say I'm going to make a polygon tool or maybe an ellipse tool. That's totally up to you how you're going to work with it. Let's say I'm going to make a polygon tool. I'm going to hold on the shift and then make the shape. You can see the shape has been made. I'm going to do is select on the move tool and take it like this, take it above here. What I'm going to do is apply that photo. Okay, I'm not going to change the fill right now. I'm going to click it and convert it to a normal layer first. I'm going to take it directly to the file where I'm going to paste it. I'm going to paste it like this and you can see this has been made. I'm going to zoom out first and press on Ctrl T. I'm going to do is resize it. Keep it like this. First I'm going to do is, as I need to fix it, I'm going to do is click on this layer. I'm going to fix the opacity. I'm going to decrease it so that I can put it according to my desire. I'm going to do is resize it a bit more and use the photo however I want. I increase it a bit more. You can see how it actually looks like by seeing these options. If you want to keep it like that, you can also do that, but that's totally up to you. But I'm going to keep it to be filled. So I'm going to click on this option and increase the size a bit more so that it looks a lot more better. After I'm done, I'm going to click on this option. I'm going to click on this layer, which is the photo. I'm going to do is fill the opacity and increase it. You can see I have increased the opacity, but what I'm going to do is convert it to smart object. Or not like smart object, I'm going to do is convert it into, let's say, the clipping mask. And I can see this has been applied. Now I can change it or scale it according to my desire. Now, as this has been applied, I'm going to go over to shape again. I'm going to do is increase the stroke or keep the stroke to be a bit different because I'm going to need it for later purpose. So I'm going to do is click on a blending option, go over to strokes. You can also go over from effects. I'm going to go over to strokes. I'm going to increase the stroke. You can see the stroke has increased. You can also keep it like this, but you can also change the layer according to your desire. Okay, so I'm going to keep it like this and press on OK. After you're done, you can keep it like this. But what I'm going to do is go over to stroke, open up that. I'm going to do is click it on multiply so that when I paste it on that t-shirt or wherever I'm mocking it up to, that color or that information or that detail will increase or multiply. And I can add in your text or layers however you want. So if you want to add in layers, I'm going to do you can also add your layers from over here. So I'm going to add in my layer. Let's say this is going to be the brush effect. Hit on OK. I'm going to go over to brush, which is over here, the brush tool. Click on it and go over here or select whichever brush you want to use. You can go over to the brush tool, Let's say I'm gonna use this one, or maybe this one. You can apply it according to your desire. But let's say I'm gonna use this one or this one. Okay. So select whichever one you want. You can also use scattering ones. That's like totally up to you. That is scatter. That is texture. Dual brush. You can apply that. You can see this is dual brush now. You can also use color dynamics. That's like totally up to you. You can use color pose too. But I'm gonna do is keep it on like scattering. Okay, because I'm gonna need it. So I'm gonna go over to brushes or brush setting. I'm gonna go over to brushes. I'm gonna do select the brush, whichever one I want to use. Now let's say I'm gonna use a bit of effect like this. After you're done, just click on it and then you will be able to add in those effects. Okay, and click on this option, click on this tool. I'm gonna do is add in those effects according to my desire. I'm gonna like go over there and select the color. Select the color from over here, which is the color panel. I'm gonna do is go over here and you'll be able to apply that. Go over the layers first, go to brush tool. I'm gonna do is select on this brush tool. Now let's see if that actually works. If it does not work, what you have to do is increase the hardness, which is going to be like this. And if it doesn't work, just go over to this brush tool and then select whichever brush you want to use. I will be able to use these. I'm gonna do is click on this or maybe this. You can select the size. That's like totally up to you and see if it works. If it does not work, what you have to do is go over to layers. You can see if it does not work. I'm gonna do is click on this brush tool again, right click on it, brush tool, or mixer brush tool. So what you have to do is take this brush above layer 1. Now I'm gonna do is add in those effects again. I'm gonna click on this brush tool, go over and change the brush. I'm gonna select on this one again, which I was supposed to use, or this one according to my desire. I'm gonna do is you can add in your effects like that. I'm gonna do is undo that and make it to be a bit better. I'm gonna click on this color option. I'm gonna do is select the color, or you can go to color libraries and select whichever one you want to use. I'm gonna go over to the yellow section and let's say I want to select on these ones. Press on OK. You can see this is how it will look like. You can apply those effects. That's like totally up to you how you're gonna work with it. You can see it actually looks a lot more different. Now I'm gonna go over there, go over to select on white. You can see it's becoming a lot more better. You can see the effect has been applied. And after I'm done, I'm just going to click on this brush tool or move tool again. Now I'm going to do is change this into a smart object or convert it all together into a group. So I'm going to click on all of them, right click on it. I'm going to first off rasterize the layers, right click on it, and then convert to smart object. As all of them has been selected, you can see the effect over here. Now I'm going to do is open up the mockup file, which I'm going to use to mock it up to the t-shirt. I'm going to go on open. So I'm going to select the file which I'm going to need, which is white layer. So I'm going to do is find out the black t-shirt, which I'm going to use. So I'm going to go up and find that out, which I'm going to use. Okay. Well, this is why this is black t-shirt. Now I have it. So I'm going to go like cut it, go over to file and open up the black one. Okay. Which was white. And you can see that this has been applied. And I'm going to do is use that. I'm not going to use this photo anymore. So I'm going to press on no. I'm going to cut it. And I can take it directly over there, apply it like this, press on OK, and then you will have your result. I'm going to click on Control T. I'm going to do is resize it according to my desire. I'm going to click on this option. I'm going to do is right click on it. I'm going to go over to blending option. And I'm going to do is multiply it. Okay. Click on normal, but you can use whichever one you want. That's like totally up to you. Let's say I'm going to do is keep it on hard light. That's like totally up to you too. You will be able to see those results later on. Let me just take it a bit above here or take it a bit there. You can use whichever one you want. That's like totally up to you. So from here, I'm going to do is select on lighter color, or you can overlay it, soft light, hard light. That's like totally up to you. Let's say I'm going to do is keep it to be vivid light. Press on OK after you're done. You can place it wherever you want right now. Then what you can do is obviously isolate these layers too. But another thing what you have to do is later on turn this into a smart object so that you will be able to use it for various purposes. But first thing, I'm going to go over here and add in a couple more effects. Let's say I'm going to add in some, let's say some birds. If you want to do that, I'm going to do is go over to layers. I'm going to do is remove that brush option. I'm going to edit some more and then like take it over and mock it up. So I'm gonna like use this and go over the brush again. I'm gonna just add in another layer, keep it to be at the top. I'm gonna click on this brush option, and I'm gonna do is go over to the brushes, select on this tool. I'm gonna do is go over the circle. I'm gonna do is select this color to be black, press on OK, and I'm gonna do is make some birds like this. You can see this looks a lot more better right now. But if you don't want that, you can also keep that to be something like this. Let's say keep 3. You can also do that, keep 2. And if you want to add in more effect, you have this option of filter and apply however or whichever type of content you want. Let's like kind of go through it. First off, let's go to layers and take these two and convert it into a smart object. Then I'm going to do is rasterize these layers, and as these like two have been rasterized, or this whole thing has rasterized, now I'm going to go over to filter and select whichever tool you want to use. If you want to turn it into pixelate noise, distort, 3D blur, that's like totally up to you. First I'm going to go over to blur, or maybe go over to blur gallery or distort. Let's say I'm going to go over to blur just as I said. Let's say I'm going to do is keep it to be Gaussian blur or radial blur or maybe motion blur. So I'm going to click on motion blur. You can see the motion blur has been applied. I'm going to do is decrease it. This is how it will look like. But if you don't want any blur, you can also keep that to be subtle and also like sharpen. But if you want like all of that sharpen, just go to filters, go to sharpen, and you'll be able to sharpen edges or more. Let's say I'm going to click on sharpen more. You can see the photo is now a lot more sharpened and looks a lot more vivid. After you're done, what I'm going to do is going to be, as I'm done with the whole thing, you can go over to this layer. I'm going to like take it right above here. Do the same thing, take it over above to this file of the t-shirt mockup file. Don't show again, press on OK, and I'm going to apply it. Double click on it or press Ctrl T. You will see that it will look like this. I'm going to do is paste it over here according to your desire. After you're done, just press on OK. What I'm going to do is going to be going on layers again. I'm going to go over here, go to blending option. What I'm going to do is blend it a bit. Okay. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to do is multiply or like dissolve. I can use dissolve, press on dissolve. Then you can fix the opacity. That's like totally up to you. You can use the fill option to like, make it a bit more grungy. You can also use this tool of fixing it according to your desire. Let's say I'm going to do is add in more black ones, black parts. You can see this looks a lot more darker. Okay, this layer and underlying layer, you can also fix that. That's like totally up to you. What I'm going to do is decrease this side or like decrease the white part of this. What I'm going to do is go over to like, let's say I'm going to add in a stroke. You can see the stroke has been added. And I can increase the color or increase the, let's say I'm going to change the color and keep it up this. You can see now this looks a lot more better, but you can also use this. That's like totally up to you how you're going to work with it. After you're done, just press on OK. I'm going to do is keep it on whichever content or whichever filter you want. Let's say I'm going to keep it on multiply. And after this is done, what I'm going to do is press on OK. I'm going to do is right click on it again, go to blending option and fix it. If you want to fix more, you can, like, you have other patterns and other designs too, inner glow, satin, like color overlay and all of those. You can also drop shadows, but if you're done, just press on OK. I'm going to do is convert both of them into a smart object, and then I'll be good to go. Convert to smart object, and as this layer has been made and also the photo is done, I'm going to do is keep it over here first. I can move it wherever I want. So now you have a nature t-shirt design or an animated nature t-shirt design, and how you'll be able to do it. If you didn't understand a part, please let us know and we will guide you through the process. But another thing what you can do is obviously fix the opacity of this t-shirt or opacity of this design. You can do that too. First off, just go over to layers. I'm going to right click on it, convert to layers first. I'm going to like extend it. I'm going to do is, let's say, right click on it, layers 1, go over to blending option again, which is this like design. Then you can fix the opacity. And you will see that it will kind of like dissolve, not dissolve. I'm going to keep it to be normal. Then you can like fix the opacity and then also see the outer layers too, which looks a lot more professional than how it actually was. Select on this. And if you want like more color, you can apply more color. That's like totally up to you. Press on OK. And I can see this looks a lot more better than how it actually was at the first time. Convert it into a like smart object again. And then you have your perfect result of a t-shirt design. So thank you for watching this video again, and also for staying with us and also watching it till the end. Just follow these steps and then you'll be able to make up your own custom nature t-shirt design too.